Well, Illustrator allows you to manipulate colors in a way that you can't in other programs. So if you're used to using just RGB or CMYK, that's just scratching the surface. When you work in printing, you've got to deal with spot colors. You've got to deal with other types and styles of color, or at least separating that color for a printing process. And Illustrator lets you do it. So you can manage your color, you can recolor, which is another feature that's really awesome in Illustrator. So you don't have to like repaint or recolor. You can just modify a swatch and it changes your entire workspace. So I love it. But if you want to get your files ready for a specific process, whatever it is, like this, from stickers, t-shirts, dye sublimation, offset printing, whatever it is that you need to do, Illustrator is your friend. You can do all the print ready stuff that you need to do. You can create the right font, yeah, fonts too, but file format. You can do all that stuff, plus special cut contours and outlines that you need for die cutting, for things like stickers, whatever, for packaging. All that stuff is housed in Illustrator. While a lot of people would tell you, oh, InDesign's for printing. Yes, InDesign is for publications. That's true. In fact, Adobe Illustrator was invented for typography. Back in the day when they were inventing the Macintosh, they needed to have a file format and a way of displaying fonts on a screen, but also making them printable. And that was a challenge for one reason, because of the limits of their file space, but also just how do you get what you see on your screen to match what you print on paper? And how do you make it scalable? Thus, the invention of vectors and using vectors for typography. And that led to then later the invention of Adobe Illustrator. So type and Illustrator go together hand in hand.